Fly me to the moon, let me dream those charts. Let me see what freedom's like without dollars and gold bars. In other words, I'll hold my keys. In other words, let's make history. Fill my wallet with coins and let me hold out forevermore. You're the currency I stand for, all I worship and adore. In other words, I choose you. In other words, I love you. Yes, oh Bitcoin, your love is true and unconditional. You're my knight in shining armor in this dark, cruel world. I honestly don't know what I'd do without you. You're not just any digital currency. There's only 21 million of you. And in a world we share with like 8 billion freaking people, that makes you very special to me and so many other. Because only so many people can hold you. I am so happy I found you. And now you're going to coins and let me hold out forevermore and more. You're the currency I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, I choose you. In other words, I love you. I do. Fill my wallet with coins and let me hold out forevermore. You're the currency I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, I choose you. In other words, I love you. I do, and Bitcoin, I know you stand for financial freedom. No one else can do what you do. If that isn't true love, then I don't know what is. And you provide me with trust and transparency. We've been through the bear market, the bull market. You shrugged off those naysayers, you always came out on top. You don't play games, you are my digital soulmate. You fix the money and you fix the world.
There is no second best.
Only you. Only you. Fill my wallet with coins and let me hold at forevermore. You're the currency I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, I choose you. In other words, I love you.
Crypto!
What's the second button? There is no second best.
Two, three, four! God damn it. You can't get no satisfaction. Nope, can't even get it on my guitar. How's it going, guys? How's it going? It is I, the Crypto Otaku, bringing you back the chaos in our space. That is right. This is what you signed up for. Although we're at a standstill, and we're set at $83,000 Bitcoin right now. Yeah, that's where we're at, guys. That's where we're at. What is going on with the stream? How is that not working correctly? What is going on with that? I see you guys in the chat. I see you guys, but I have no idea anything beyond that. My stream is blank. But anyway, what's up, Otaku? Go time in the house. How's it going? Strawberry Dragons also. How's it going? Here comes more chaos. Oh, here we go. It's 8 o'clock. It's 8 o'clock. It's a time. It's that time. What's up, Go time, Strawberry Dragons? Yes. Danny's back too. Look at this. Danny went Super Saiyan today. How's it going, Danny? You went Super Saiyan finally, man. I feel like it's been forever. What was taking you so long? Milk Money also in the house. What is up, everyone? What is up? Nice spring day in Colorado. I cannot say the same thing here. It is cold still. Up in, of course, New York. What's going on, everyone? Amazing coins for you in the chat as well. Resting today, Danny. All right. Well, I can tell you, Bitcoin's definitely in a resting mood today as well. And so are my dancing mascots. What the hell are they doing just sitting there? I don't know. Everything's broken. Everything's broken. All right, let's get the dancing mascots out of there. Let's get the show started. All right, guys. What else we got going on today? If you guys didn't catch my live stream this morning, it was it was a similar kind of thing. Kind of weird though that we did pump all the way up to our super bull target from last night. Of course, rolling over like we predicted, right, for sure, when the market opened. But not in this sort of fashion, right? We did get a crazy move upward. Again, was not expecting this. I was more baseline and bullish last night. But, of course, we got it the unexpected anyway, playing out. So, yeah, we sold off into these lower levels. Even lower than our bear market coming in, our bear market prediction coming in. Looking like we're at a recovery from possibly falling into a super bear level, super bear trap. You mean? the bears just go down there, they get trapped, and then the bulls of course come back up in victory. That looks like it may be more likely to be playing out right now, as the earning calls right now are getting a little bit more recessionary fear. That's kind of like the overall feel of the market right now. But of course, we're going to get into all that with our general metrics and market sentiment. Let's going, guys. Let's go. All right, where's the thing? Where's the thing? One of these things is not like the other. There it is. There it is. Boom. Let's get going. All right, bringing you the live heat map for free is Kim of the White Snow Lion and Darkness. For those who know, right? It's been a while since I said the whole spiel. Don't pay for something you get for free. That's right. Don't pay.
What are you, stupid?
For free. Throw that into some Solana or AVAX or something else that's down today. I don't know what else is down today, but I would just throw it into something else. Why does this look so weird today? It's just so jumpy. So jumpy. Look at this action today. What is going on? We don't even have a clear view of what's happening right now. Looks like if any kind of support you'd say is available at the current moment, that would be a strong layer of support, is where we're about to hit right now at about 83K. Maybe 825. Let's take a look and see what that looks like here on the chart. So we're right above it just briefly. Yeah, about 83K. 83K is our bottom at the moment. So we're going to be looking at that to range bound and top out at possibly, yikes, 86. Probably 86K. All right, getting back into Bitcoin as well. Also is already on the board at 86K. Yeah, pretty much right there. So we're range bound between those two levels right now. Let's clean this one up for bias. Hopefully we do not touch these other levels anyway, but we can always go back and retrace them if we have to. All right. And then, we will recap later on where we think Bitcoin's going to go in the end of the night when we start to see what Japan wants to do. Market opening for Japan, is within 30 minutes, an hour, less, something like that. Anyway, so that's what we're waiting for right now, and I'm assuming that Japan is going to want to buy or dip and the market opens because it has come down significantly from the highs that they were just buying last night. 2 a.m. Japanese and foreign markets had raised Bitcoin all the way up to 86K from a low of 84. Yeah, the market closed yesterday around 84. So that's what I'm expecting tonight. We'll see if that plays out. Something like this on the short term, right? Bounce off that about 9 p.m. here. Something like this could chop up a little bit, retest here, and then we'll see if we're off to the races here in a little bit. Anyway, so while we're waiting for that to load, and hopefully see a retest of that level, let's dive into some of our metrics, shall we? What else do I got? Truck Dono back in the chat. Man, it's been forever since I've seen Truck Dono. You're like one of the first 5 people that ever started watching my live stream. Truck Dono is an OG for sure. Milk Money, what's up, everyone? Milk, what's up? A nice spring day, yes. What's going on, everyone? Amazing coins for you. Yo, rested now, Danny says. And is this the White Lotus finale? The White Lotus finale. What? I don't know what that is. On ETH? On ETH? Oh, man. Well, is ETH about to fade out into existence? Yeah, maybe. Maybe that is like the end of ETH, isn't it? Jesus. Well, I wouldn't say the end of ETH. Of course, we need this coin to continue for some of our favorite shill bags to pump. What else is going on? Wild Man, Dad Sky in the house. How's it going? What's up, my guy? Ryan, where's the Doom? Where's the Doom? You're supposed to bring the Doom. I don't see no Doom. There's no Doom today. What else we got? What's going on? Hola, Crypto Fam. Yo, boy in the house. Family, Danny, did you go Super Saiyan? He did. He went freaking Super Saiyan about 8 or 9 hours ago on Rob's stream. What does this like and subscribe button do? Damn, yo, boy, you're on it. You're already on it. Of course, the like, subscribe, do all the things down below. We are trying to get this community to at least 1,000, building this up and bringing you the chaos every single day, morning and night. Chaos does not wait for anything. It happens all the time. All right, so where does that take us into? And just a daily reminder, why not? Let's just get. Maybe we can inspire some chaos into the end of this live stream by, of course, bringing in the animal spirits of God, the likes of Godzilla with Michael Saylor.
Bitcoin's powered by chaos.
It
when
is!
Godzilla
Where is it?
walks onto the playground, all your models, they're all going to be destroyed.
We're just waiting. We're just waiting for that day. That's why. Come on, do something, Bitcoin. That's what we're waiting for right now. Of course, what I'm predicted is about to come into play right now. Seeing if we're going to retest back up to this lower level. Oh, we see it all the time, guys. It's just predictable now. I should be trading, but I'm too busy now. Damn it. Anyway, 36,729 billion U.S. national debt today. Yeah, it won't go away. It's going to be here forever and ever. We do have some breaking news with Trump saying some kooky things out there. One side is saying this is going to be, the tariffs are going to be used for this. The other side is the tariffs are going to be used for that. It's all just smokes and mirrors anyway. 150 billion with Doge Live Tracker. Update on this one too, guys. I don't think that Doge is going to be doing much more this year, as we got a very, very bearish bit of news out of the Doge only getting up to about this amount. And their goal now has been replaced with this number. 150 billion. So let me see if I can dig that up today too, because I forgot to. I didn't see it in the crypto headlines. So let's see if we can find it. Doge 150 billion. Touts drastically drops his savings. There we go. So we can go into that a little bit here in a minute as well. Just throw that in there randomly, and let's continue on, shall we? Pen to Poly market, where the U.S. recessionary chance right now is sitting at a 54%, up 2% from this morning. We are continuing to get more into bearish sentiment here in the coming days. Fed decision in May is still sitting about 83%. No change for the month of May. I believe we want to see it, because it probably will be, because again, this is lagging information. Like what we're seeing right now with the tariffs, they're going to be looking at that data in June, probably June. Yeah, for the June possible rate cuts there. More than likely, there's going to be a 85% certainty we're going to get a rate cut in June. All right, fear and greed index sitting at extreme fear, still in extreme fear. Even when I left this on 10:30, 11 o'clock this afternoon, it was still at a 19. Nothing new to see there for stonks. Today, though, for crypto, fear and greed index sitting at currently a 38 in fear. I just refreshed this for the live stream, and now we're down to a 29. As Bitcoin, of course, sitting and teeter-tottering around 83K. The U.S. Dixie came up today. The dollar is sitting at about 100. We, of course, were touching these lower levels at about 99.6, 99.5. The lowest we've seen over the weekend was about 99.25. Yeah, of course, waiting to see this break even further to the downside. Obviously, it is on a very, very, very downward descending pattern. All right, moving on. Crypto bubbles today. Everything's pretty much looking a little about 3 to 5% off of a sell-off. JASMY's down at least 11% on the day. We got a bounce back for Mantra as there's some really weird manipulative tactics going on over there as it's surged about 34.5% on the day. Yeah, so we're going to get into that. I've got another article pulled up for that as well for an update. There's some weird stuff going on with Mantra still. Okay, market cap for Bitcoin dominance still sitting at a 63. Take it away, Sailor.
This entire idea of like 60% dominance is bullshit, ridiculous, stupid.
I know. It is. It is really stupid. We did see a little bit of a dip today, though. Look at this. We were actually getting close to breaking to 64%. And then, yeah, we had a bit of a pullback today as Bitcoin fell down. But, of course, it's not getting out of the minds of investors just quite yet. All right, top 10 assets in our space right now. I wonder if anything really switched up. I don't think anything really did. Cardano's still sitting at number 10. Leo right beneath it. Yep, pretty much still the same lineup we saw yesterday. Although I think our honorable mention to JASMY is going to be a little bit further behind now that is down about 11%. So we still have not broken 70s yet. So that's pretty good for JASMY. Onyx Coin is also still within the top 100, question mark. Maybe not. It might have fallen out again. Yeah, I don't see it in there anymore. Might be sitting at 101, 102 right now. Let's see. No, I don't see it. I must have skimmed over it like twice. XCN currently sitting at that's Empire. What the hell is that? That's a game. I blockchain game, I think. On exchange sitting at currently 86. Yeah, I did skim over that. Look at that, still in the 80s. Wow. How did I miss that? I also want to mention too, it's been a while since we took a look at what's sitting on the sidelines with the biggest stable coins out there. Right now we have, if I get back to the top 100, let's see, what do we have on USDC? We got about roughly $60 billion sitting on the sidelines there. And then Tether, of course, the largest stablecoin by market cap, sitting at 145 billion. Jesus, too many zeros, guys. Too many zeros. 145 billion dollars on the sidelines. So between the two largest, crypto stablecoins, we're sitting at least 200 million, billion. I feel like Dr. Evil. $100 billion of stablecoins right now. It's ridiculous, guys. It's ridiculous. Yeah, so that's what's happening right now. There's about $200 billion sitting there waiting to jump into crypto assets when the altcoin season begins. All right, top 10. We already went through all that. Top 10 assets. Of course, Bitcoin now, my favorite metric. My favorite key metric of every night to go over with you guys on the live is how many Bitcoin are available right now at present moment on exchanges. This is not, of course, not what you can buy, but what's this on exchanges right now? 2.19 million. That is all. That is transactional at the moment, or optionally transactional at the moment. Again, not your keys, not your cheese. Get your coins off of these exchanges right now. Of course, the largest asset holder for Bitcoin by exchange is, of course, Coinbase. Don't forget, it's about 200 and about 200 and some change more than Binance. Okay, buy BitcoinTreasuries.net. Of course, the big takeaway here was, of course, MicroStrategy. The only thing that changed this week was they purchased more Bitcoin. Now sitting over 531,000. Actually, this is incorrect and wrong and out of date. So sad. But you know what? We gotta move on. We gotta move on. Bitcoin Primo price chart also telling you guys what a good key indicator would be to purchase your coins and possibly sell or take profits. We are nowhere near back to accumulation or still cheap territory. Those, of course, are reserved between 138,000. Oh my god. I don't know what's going on in my brain today. Numbers don't mean anything to me today. 138,000 and 191,000 is still cheap territory for us to get into hodl zones, into possible profit-taking, areas. Would be somewhere between a $263,000 Bitcoin and a $356,000 Bitcoin before, of course, the market tops out this cycle, which still we have not seen any leg up that even shows our banana. Where's our banana, guys? Where's the banana? Damn it! The bulls deserve bananas. We've been waiting long enough. All right, moving on. Top 10 assets in the world right now. Gold sitting at, of course, number 1. Bitcoin still in the top 10, although losing a little bit of placement today, falling underneath Saudi Aramco, losing its top 8 status. Don't forget, guys, we were in the top 6 or 7 within the last year. It's coming back. Just not right now. We got a little bit longer to wait. I feel like I say that every day now. And then it's going to happen all suddenly, and we're going to be like, what? Oh, it's going to be great. Anyway, let's catch up on the chat real quick. Charkjano and everyone else is blowing up the chat. How is it going? Beebs in the house. How's it going, Beebs? How is it going? Gamma God is here too. Oh my gosh. Good evening, Otaku Crypto and fam. It's continue to hold the line and get this money. Financial future kind of money, right, Gamma? Truckdono says, the ETH, what's up? Yo, what's up? Heidegger. Ryan Miller, what's up, my guy? What's going on with the Wild Man? Yeah, Wild Man. That's me. I'm pretty wild. Then we got Truckdono with the exclamations, man. I don't know. LOL buff Jigglypuff? Yes, Jigglypuff. My favorite. One of my favorite Pokemon. Because of Smash Bros. Mainly because of Smash Bros. I was like one of the top big main Jigglypuff players back in the day. Anyway, Otaku, that office does look pretty look packed yet. No, it doesn't. Not yet. After tonight, there's going to be a lot of packing. But I have the rest of the house to also pack up. It's not just the office. Unfortunately, it will be the last thing I pack for sure. Because I'm not ready, going to miss this. This is the only thing I'm going to miss. And I have no idea where I'm going. So hopefully I can find a place this week. The OM story mantra is rug pull. Truckdono basically giving you guys a quick synopsis. It's basically just a rug pull. That's unfortunate because, again, it was one of the largest assets, pumping in the last 24 months. Zeros are opportunities. Sometimes you gotta do your own research. Make it easy on yourself. Buy Bitcoin and just relax. I 100% agree with you, Cardano. Truckdono knows exactly what he's going through, man. We've been through it many times before. Doodle has all the bananas. Why won't he share them with the market? We need the banana zone to happen, and we're not gonna get it unless he's out there sucking on a whole bunch of bananas. I don't know. Anyway, yo boy, for those who know, they know. We will be winning so many bananas that we'll get tired of winning bananas. I'm going bananas, guys. I've told you guys before. I still wanted Rob to put in his price targets in his allocation, but in bananas instead of dollar signs. We were trying to get that vote in there, but he didn't go for it back then. We need banana, Chappie. Oh god. Okay. Let's get into some of the news today. See what's going on in our space. Of course, we got all the stuff we try to avoid. Right? We try to avoid the typical hopium and FUD articles. Of course, I show you guys the headlines all the time. Today was kind of a mixed bag. There's a lot more recessionary fears that are kind of overtaking the market in terms of over the news. Everyone's pretty much sharing the Ray Dalio warnings again today. I'm going to dive a little bit into that real quick, and then we're going to move on to some other lighter stuff, lighthearted stuff. I got some fun stuff today too. Ray Dalio warns of global breakdown with echoes of 2008 and the 1971 collapse. I love talking about this stuff. Why? It's just so much. It's so much chaos. All right. Geopolitical chaos threatens collapse far beyond and past recession. Dalio warns of the collapse worse than the recession with global fault lines shaking. Bridgewater Associates founder Ray Dalio estate outlined a stark vision for the global economy during an appearance on NBC's Meet the Press on April 13th, drawing decades of historical study to warn the key systems may be on the brink of collapse. There's a financial problem that's an unbalanced problem, and basically 5 big forces throughout history that drive everything. First, there's the money, the credit, the debt, the economic cycle, in which the building of that in a cynical way has become too large, and we're going to have problems. Dalio explained, speaking a long-time observer of the macroeconomic trends. He noted that the convergence of these forces, domestic political conflict, global power struggles, natural events, and technological upheaval are signs of a profound systematic stress. The billionaire investor expressed particular alarm at the current fiscal trends and international policy shift. He also said that I think that right now we are at a decision-making point and are very close to a recession, and I'm worried about something worse than a recession that isn't if this is not handled well. Okay, I just want to reiterate on this because we did touch this, I think, yesterday. It could be 2008. It's going to be very severe. I think it could be more severe than those if those other matters simultaneously occur. Imagine if we have a downturn politically and an international conflict, as well as a housing collapse and everything else. I know I've been hearing from friends and family that Florida's market's collapsing. I kind of taken a look down there because I am looking for a place to live. And some of the properties down there are getting a little bit more appealing than previous years. So I do see maybe a little bit of that already starting. And of course, we did see that first in Florida in 2008. There were so many foreclosures happening down there. If you guys ever saw like some of those old documentaries in 2008, I know we were in high school back then, but it was pretty incredible how everything just went boo belly up, and no one really had any clue over the course of 2006 to 7. All right, so moving on. Trump administration play to buy Bitcoin using tariff revenue. That's one of the big things everyone's talking about today. Bitcoin eyeing a 90K mark. I've got a video, I think, in our our real news segment on Twitter coming up after this, where of course we're going to get an interview from Pompliano and Bo Hines about this particular event. So I don't want to spend too much time on it, but I just want to outline it real quick. Using tariff revenue to buy Bitcoin. This is the idea right now. Of course, Trump also, we're going to get into this. There's some hypocrisy. Does he really know everything he's saying all the time? Is there enough? I don't think there's enough to do both things. But anyway, we're going to, of course, get into some of that weird political stuff in a bit. Last month, the U.S. President Donald Trump signed an executive order to create a strategic reserve of cryptocurrencies using digital tokens that the government already owns. He also asked the U.S. Commerce and Treasury secretaries to come up with budget-neutral strategies to buy more Bitcoin without costing taxpayers extra money. The administration says that the U.S. may buy Bitcoin using tax revenue. That came out today. It's pretty weird, pretty crazy. Of course, he's saying he's also going to be paying, our U.S. citizens income tax with that, and not, charging income tax anymore. We don't have to pay anymore because we're going to get so much of tariffs. I don't think you can do both, my guy. And I don't think it's a good idea to do both. Loomis plans to use gold certificates for Bitcoin. Senator Loomis is talking about a new way to buy Bitcoin with the Bitcoin Act in 2025. She wants to change the value of U.S. gold certificates. Of course, this is the most common one we've been talking about now for about 3-4 weeks. All right, so Bitcoin aims for 90K. Of course, that's where we were looking to head. Maybe not the end of the week. We'll see. We'll see how we are. Wednesday and Thursday, of course, being some of the bigger trading days during the week. It could happen still. We'll take a look at the end of the night and see. All right, of course, that coming out 15 hours ago. Elon Musk drastically drops Doge savings goal from $2 trillion to $150 billion for the year. Again, it's such a stupid target to say that, like, right out the gate, because we've been watching this ever since he announced his entire plan to save the U.S. From all these corrupt spending and BS habits that we have here in the States. This is why I'm considering not renouncing my citizenship. But anyway, it's one of the factors anyway. From $2 trillion to $150 billion for the year. Of course, I showed you guys the Doge tracker earlier, the $150 billion. Basically, just calling it quits at where he's at right now without any additional effort. And to me, that just seems like, like he's just tapping out. Or the entire thing was just a ploy or something. Like, I don't know. I don't trust the whole thing. But anyway, Elon Musk, I can at least read you a tiny bit of this because I can't. There's a weird thing there. Anyway, Elon Musk appeared to dramatically lower the Doge savings goal, projecting $150 billion for the year, far short than his earlier $1 trillion figure. However, questions remain about the savings claimed by the team, with critics pointing to inflated numbers, retracted claims, and a growing list of controversial cuts. if half of what he says is true, it's still a monumental achievement to actually out anything the U.S. government has been spending our money on, right? Elon Musk has said that Doge has drastically scaled back its savings aims. Cabinet meeting on Thursday, Musk told Trump the group expected to slash $150 billion from the federal budget over the fiscal year, which runs from the beginning of October 25 to the end of September 2026. This is a drop in the bucket. 150 billion? It's a drop in the bucket. I'm excited to announce that we're anticipating savings in 2026. Reduction of waste and fraud by 150 billion. Musk told Trump in the meeting that the world's richest man said these cuts will actually result in better services for the American people. But when you hear the likes of what these numbers will do from Arizona Representative David Schweikirk, right? We covered him all the time. Every time he gets another video out, I get so giddy. Yeah, him talking about how this is like the equivalent of maybe a few weeks of borrowing, maybe a few days. Anyway, Musk has also emerged as a public face in the Doge team, as previously had projected savings as high as $1 trillion. Earlier during the campaign, as high as 2, right? The campaign trail appearances, Musk floated an eye-popping $2 trillion figure. According to the Doge website, again, the Doge tracker, tracks the canceled contracts, grants, and leases to the public, displays a simple team. The team has already saved an estimated $150 billion. It's unclear if Musk meant to say that $150 billion was his final goal, or whether the team had already found $150 billion in savings. That's my question as well. It's very, very sus. The White House did not immediately respond to the Fortune's request for comment. However, an official told the New York Times that the $1 trillion figure was still the goal. Trump's praised the team's effort during the cabinet meeting, telling Musk that you people are fantastic. In fact, hopefully they will stay around for the long haul. All right, so yeah, I don't want to get into the rest of it, but of course that's again my. Again, I always try to leave my bias at the door, but I've been very, very skeptical for this from this partnership for a while, especially since, again, from the very beginning, it was very fishy. They had the Doge dog coin mascot on the website from day one, and then they took it off, almost like what he did on Twitter a couple years ago with the Twitter bird, replacing that with the dog as well. But yeah, some weird stuff going on with Elon. Man. I don't know how do I feel about it? I'm like, come on, man. Are you saving $150 billion, or is that all you have saved? Like, what is the goal?
What are you, stupid?
Come on. All right. I'm over it. I'm jaded tonight, guys. All right, so what's going on in the chat? Let's catch back up. Bananas are everywhere. We need more bananas. I'm going bananas. Crypto chat rooms are not Saigon. Oh, Jesus, what in the world's going on here? We're tired of winning. So many bananas. We're tired of winning bananas. Yo, boy. It's so funny. Oh, God. It's too much, guys. Choppy, dang it. Now all I can think about is getting some banana pudding. Oh, damn, Chappy. That's too much. Chuck Dono. Chappy, warm, hot, or cold? Real banana slices and with vanilla wafers. Oh, now you're making me hungry. Now I want pudding. Damn it. Chappy, hell yeah, I am at like you guys are. Anyone else reading? What in the world? Oh my God. I enjoy the what was us telling the news. I like the how fast you go over stuff and give us your opinion. Yeah, well, I appreciate that, Juan. I really do. I try to spare you guys the details, especially when it's something like so vastly complicated it doesn't need to be, right? Okay, Trust Otaku for the facts and the chaos. That's right. I try to give you, of course, an unbiased opinion. Although there's a couple things I still have very, very clear bias about. That's gonna be, Bitcoin and yours truly, JASMY. Today too, guys. I do wanna. I'm jaded tonight, guys. Discover Crypto. How many guys know about him? Discover Crypto was, of course, Ben's crew that abandoned him. Of course, Ben the BitBoy Crypto, Ben Armstrong. Yeah, so I happened to catch them today, just on an off day, and they're sitting there bashing JASMY. They're talking about JASMY and how it's a scam coin, it's a meme coin. One of them in particular said that what was it? His exact words were. JASMY, that's that meme coin that someone bought and then utilized, right? I'm like, what? What the hell are you talking about? And then they're going to talk about how it's going to get delisted. It's going to be delisted, like for sure it's going to be delisted, even though they have no clue what they're even talking about. Pertaining to JASMY, one of the biggest IoT plays out there, and of course just kind of threw it under the rug as, oh, that's that whole camera thing, and like and like just like trying to make money off of cameras in the real world. I'm like, you guys are freaking out of your minds. You have no idea what you're talking about. I left a chat. I left a few comments on the stream, just outlining the exact target of when they talked about that thing in particular. They deleted it, and on top of that, they went back, edited the video, and cut the entire segment out where they blasted JASMY. And I'm like, you guys are so out of it, man. How the hell can you be in this space? I think 2 to 4 years longer than I have, and be completely off kiltered. Like, come on, man. Come on. Talking basically about how what coins should not be in the top 100 right now. It's definitely not JASMY. That definitely belongs there. Of course, I was top 52 last year. Anyway, so again, guys, I'm jaded tonight. I'm just feeling some kind of way today. All right. Jeez.
What are you, stupid?
Yes, thank you, Oscar. I had it, man. I'm had it hearing all the BS out there. It's ridiculous. Of course, I went on Rob's tonight, just fuming with hatred for Discover Crypto. I mean, they've been there for a while. I just can't believe that they're still fudding everybody. Like, they're doing a disservice to their viewers. That's exactly what I put in the comments. Anyway, moving on. I can't be jaded all night. I enjoy that he's telling the news yesterday. Thank you for the chaos. Thank you. Truck Dono, he says, gives us a great rundown on the daily. I like his approach. Gives different angles. Thank you, Truck Dono. You got the best background in crypto. How can you move to the what? Me? I mean, I'm not the smartest in crypto. I'm definitely the most passionate, though. That's for damn sure. Hell yeah. That's right, because we're always winning.
So much, you may even get tired of winning.
I'm so tired of winning. Anyway, but yeah, I appreciate that. Sign me up and buy more. I got this report thing. Like, it's telling me to block somebody. It's in my way. Anyway, sign me up and buy me more, says Strawberry. JASMY, buy more JASMY. 100%. 100%, of course. That's why I've been DCing everything right now. Zbeck and JASMY, 100%. Interesting, of course, Tordano. Big Bodo Games in the house. How's it going, Big Bodo? I missed some of your early morning streams. Been catching up on it. It's been crazy, man. But last week was a lot of fun. This week, I need a stick. Oh, I don't have a stick, but I have the equivalent. The chaos level equivalent of a stick, which is a baseball bat with nails in it. Yes, so yeah, I can poke Bitcoin with that, I guess, but I don't want to hurt it. Oh boy. So it's been a little lackluster for the morning live streams to this week, although I think it's going to get cooking here in I think Wednesday, Thursday are going to be pretty good days. Friday's probably going to be stale, but we'll see. We'll see how the end of earnings is for the week. All right. Man, I'm on a rant today, guys. Technology company Similar Scientific steps in to buy $500 million of more Bitcoin. Major development for Similar Scientific. Of course, rising in the ranks of the top 10 now. I think they're within the top 10 now. U.S. traded companies with Bitcoin and balance sheets. Medical technology company Similar Scientific has filed for another $500 million mixed shelf offering with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, acquiring more Bitcoin, and it plans to use the proceedings, of course, to potentially purchase more Bitcoin. In a preliminary prospectus, really, filed with the SEC, Similar Scientific stated that it may, from the time to time, offer and sell securities in one or more offerings, which an aggregated value up to $500 million. The offering may involve various types of securities, and Similar Scientific intends to provide specific terms and conditions for future prospectus supplements. The company also noted that the securities may be sold directly to investors or through agents, underwriters, or brokers. All right, so Similar Scientific shares, which trade on the NASDAQ capital markets under the ticker SMLR, have experienced significant volatility over the past year. Between January 1st, 2024 and April 14th, 2025, the shares rose as high as $74.73 and fell to as low as $21. The most recent closing price began being at $34.26. The company attributed the price fluctuation to lower Q1 2024 earnings, the adoption of the Bitcoin-focused treasury policy, and market volatility surrounding the crypto assets. However, it noted that the stock fluctuations were not due to any material changes in the financial condition of or operations. As first entered into the Bitcoin space last year, joining the growing list of public companies allocating institutional funds to the digital asset. Speaking of which, I do have another similar article I can move into. Maybe not. I think I just have that. No, I just have that list on the real news segment on Twitter. We're going to get to that in a bit too. Bank of America, guys, earnings, great earnings this week. A lot of the big banks are coming out with earnings. Bank of America was today. Also, Citigroup was today as well. I think we got JP Morgan yesterday, and I forget who else. Big bank, I forget. Bank of America predicts 4 Fed rate cuts in 2025. That's bullish. That's huge. For them to predict 4 is crazy. We were looking at 2. Now we're looking at 4. According to Bank of America, the largest holder of consumer debt, probably. Consumer, I guess, monetary funds? I don't know. Dollars, fiat, garbage. What this means for the crypto market. Let's go to Coin8 to find out. CoinGape. It's a weird name. It's such a weird name. Every time I say that. Bank of America predicts 4 Fed rate cuts in 2025. Bank of America, yes. How many times do they really have to put that in there? Jeez, literally 4 times in the title, in the little subtext, in the highlights, and in the intro. 4 times they say it. Like, I'm so sick of these articles, guys. It's crazy. Who the hell writes these damn things? 5 times. They listed it 5 times in one article. I can't make this up. This has to be AI written. Okay. Which will take place May, July, September, and December, according to the biggest one of the biggest consumer banks, Bank of America, in the United States. So we're gonna get 4 this year, according to them. They're predicting the May one. They are ousting the current poly market prediction of a no change 83% in May. Which you never know. We could just completely collapse the market. We do a few more kangaroo bounces into tariffs and uncertainty, and hopefully we get Fed Jerome Powell out there. But I feel like there's more of a chance in June than May. They're not even calling for one in June. They're calling for one in July after May. So, let's just replace May with June, and I'm all for it. Why not? But I think that might be too close to July to get 4. We might get 3 then. Anyway, that's just my opinion. Based on this, the U.S. Federal Reserve could ease its monetary policies at the next FOMC meeting, scheduled to be placed between May 6th and 7th. Net interest income outlook. This is just going into their earnings and yada, yada, yada. The big, of course, takeaway from this was getting at least 4. They did mention Larry Fink, though. Larry Fink recently warned the U.S. recession, stating that it might be already happening, already in a recession is what his actual words were, right, on CNBC Squawk Box. As such, in the recessionary fears increase, the Federal Reserve is likely to step in as it looks to stimulate the economy. It is worth mentioning that the Boston's Fed President Susan Collins recently stated that the central bank is ready to step in as if necessary. Fed rate cuts are bullish for the market and will move liquidity into risk assets like Bitcoin, altcoins, and moreover, the crypto market is known to thrive on such large macro fundamentals. All right. We got some other fun stuff besides the Bank of America. Here we go. This one here. This one's lighthearted. This will get me a little less jaded today. Donald Trump launches a crypto video game inspired by Monopoly. All the details on the new project, according to Fortune. According to Fortune.com, the President of the United States, Donald Trump, is ready to launch a new initiative in the crypto world, a real estate-themed video game with dynamics similar to those of the famous board game Monopoly. This project marks yet another step in the former real estate magnate, now leading the White House in the universe of cryptocurrencies, along with the family to longtime collaborators like Bill Zanker. Summary, a return to the business game Crypto Monopoly, according to Trump, a growing list of crypto projects. Who is Bill Zanker? Question mark. We'll find out. A return to the business game, the Crypto Monopoly, according to Trump. It is not the first time that Trump has showed interest in the world of board games and real estate. In 1989, he had launched Trump the Game, so stupid, personalized version of Monopoly. Subsequently, in 2006, he did also considered a reality show based on the same concept. I have always thought Monopoly was an extraordinary game. It's one of my favorites too. So it's one thing we have in common. It's one thing. He stated in an interview with the New York Post today that the idea evolves into a digital and crypto key. According to the two confidential sources heard by Fortune, the new project is also set up as a video game with mechanics similar to Monopoly Go, where players earn money, virtual money, by moving around the digital game board and constructing buildings within a virtual city. Behind this new adventure, we find Bill Zanker, an entrepreneur and former founder of Learning Annex, as well as the longtime friend and collaborator of Trump. Zanker already has been involved in the launch of NFT collections. Of course, the Trump's family's meme coin has been confirmed as the creator of the new video game. His spokesperson, Kevin McCurry, denied any direct connection with the title Monopoly Go. However, he confirmed that Zanker is working on the game to be set to be released at the end of April in 2025. That's not that long. That's like 15 days or less. In any case, he described the similarities with Monopoly as rumors. It's probably going to be something else. It should be noted that according to like strategy or something, source heard by Fortune, Zanker had contracted Hasbro in May of 2024 to repurchase the license of the old Trump game, The Game. It's such a dumb name, Trump The Game. But the company stated that it no longer holds the rights to the title launched over 30 years ago. Spokesperson at Hasbro also confirmed that no license has been granted for the Trump-related crypto project. A growing list of crypto projects. Video game represents one of the latest pieces of the long list of crypto initiatives carried out by Trump family. Alongside the NFTs and meme coins, their ecosystem includes a stablecoin, a decentralized finance project called World Liberty Financial, right? It is also a mining company in which Eric Trump and Donald Trump Jr. have a significant stake in. They're also on the board of investors for Metaplanet. Eric Trump is, right? On the board, chairman's. Anyway, according to Fortune, and Trump is also involved in other countries as a chairman too for Bitcoin. And crypto assets. I don't know. According to Future, the initiatives linked to the Trump name are expanding to the legal front. At the end of February, the entity manages registered trademarks of the president, DTTM operations, filed new applications for Trump products, NFT virtual clothing, online store, virtual goods. Obviously, we got the shoes, and we got the NFTs, and everything else. I mean, the AI cryptos are the way else. Yeah, of course, they're just going into literally everything crypto related with Trump. And we're getting right now into the NFTs and all that. So I'm sure you guys have seen before. Okay, so again, just another cash grab for the Trump family. And I'm curious to see what the blockchain they're building it on is. I'm sure we could dig a little bit into it tonight if we wanted to. Let me know in the chat if we think we should do that. Okay. Big Boto Games, what's up, Otaku? Yes, I love DC Store. Sorry, Truck Donald. Thank you to DZ. Yeah, DZ. You're talking about DZ on Discover Crypto. I heard what they said. It's fine from a member of their channel. Full disclosure. Enjoy those guys. I got you. What else we got? Enjoy. Yes. I've never felt more jaded in crypto than since that Monday, the tariff Monday. That Monday. Yeah. Let's move forward. Crypto ETH to $19. Or 1900. Heidegger says, I get a lot of the ads for Atlas Earth, and the Trump Monopoly thing sounds kind of like it. Yeah, it does kind of sound like that. Atlas Earth. Atlas Earth was a big game that came out in 2021. They were working on crypto project, right? That's kind of an old game now, but I don't think it ever got launched. I remember looking and investing in that in 2021. What was the, there's so many of them. Let me see real quick if we can find Donald Trump's, was it Fortune? I don't even know if that's, that was probably the place that covered it. How would you even look this up? I mean, Monopoly, Trump, crypto? What the hell? They probably haven't even launched the name yet. Just Cointelegraph covering it as well. Yeah. So, yeah, let me know if you guys know what the hell that is going to be. But I wouldn't mind getting in quick, for a quick pump and dump scheme like all of his other stuff has been lately. Just saying. Anyway, we'll keep an eye out for that news as it comes closer, but it does not seem like anything's coming up yet. Anyway, moving on. Mantra. Whatever happened with Mantra? Well, this came out today. New statements about the decline, announces token burn and OM buyback to, of course, get back ahead of this debacle. But manipulation claims to remain. The recent 90% sudden drop of the Mantra project and loss of $5 billion in market value led to intense criticism against the development team due to allegations of manipulation. The founder of Mantra made a statement regarding the incidents. J.P. Mullen began his social media post by thanking the messages of supporters the team received over the last 36 hours. I want to express their grateful and the supporters, yada, yada, yada. Mullen said that the Mantra had gone through many market cycles in the past and they continue to develop despite all difficulties, and claimed that the process is no exception. Addressing OM investors, I argued that the decline was largely due to the forced liquidation of positioned large OM holders on a cryptocurrency exchange. According to the statement, the Mantra team will be releasing comprehensive post-mortem report within 24 hours to reveal the details of events. I don't know if you guys saw that viral video that's been going out too around this. Is that he was being interviewed by someone and he's like, but you put money back into the market and then the price went back up. He's like, yes. Well, that means you just pumped it. He's like, no, we didn't pump it. I don't have enough money to pump it. Oh, no, but you did. You attributed back to the project. You're doing buybacks and everything too. It's like, what? Like, how can you say you didn't contribute to bring the price back up? That's what ultimately it does. Anyway, in addition, Mullen stated that the OM buyback program, the OM supply burn, will be taking steps. However, it is not known whether the Mantra team will be aware of the alleged manipulation. Cryptocurrency detective Zach XBT previously blamed the founder of Reef, which has previously delisted the Binance due to manipulation for the OM drop, and said that it was unclear whether the Mantra development team was aware of the situation. Users need to be careful with Mantra, which still has a high volatility and fraud allegations. This is not investment advice. 100%. That's why I'm not touching it with a 10.
What are you, stupid?
I don't want to get burned like Terra Luna back in 2022. Okay, moving on. Binance adds Zcash to delisting vote, angers crypto privacy supporters. I wanted to bring this one up because, of course, we got one of our favorite ones still on the chopping block over at Binance. Is it gonna happen? Is it ever gonna be? No, probably won't. It's probably, again, more manipulation out of Binance as we get more and more bullish news out of JASMY and what they're doing over there with the team almost every single week. It's crazy. I also have some more to show you with that as well when we get into the real news over at X. Zcash was added to the next round of delist to delist on Binance, potentially delisting the raise of concerns about Binance's attitude towards confidential coins. Zcash was added to the latest vote to delist, raising the concerns about the crypto privacy community. ZEC has seen other delistings in the past few months, led to its removal of Binance as well. ZEC has been included in previous rounds of delisting, at one point drawing in fake votes. What? How do you have fake votes when you have to hold at least $70 worth of Binance BNB token to produce a vote? So again, come on, get your shit together, Binance. Okay, so far the coin survives and still present in Binance. The project's founder, Zuko, protested against the potential delisting. Currently, Binance has delisted most of its privacy coins or requires users to de-anonymize their deposits for trading. Binance, you're considering delisting Zcash? Question mark? Exclamation mark? What kind of world are you creating? Do you want your children to grow up in a peace and prosperity, or a Black Mirror episode? Right on it. Wow. Support privacy by supporting Zcash like Coinbase, Gemini, and Kraken. The vote on ZEC will run on April 16th with other inactive tokens, including the potential delisting. Binance has picked coins and tokens from other older narratives, which are mostly inactive or highly risky, except for the one big one I just showed you that has more partnerships than all these combined. And the freaking FTT token. This round of delistings may include JASMY and now the defunct FTT token, which should have been gone from the get-go, guys. Of course, it goes back to 2021 and FTX. These, of course, are my legendary FTX fortune cookies. And today's fortune is, we haven't read this one in a while. If money talks, then Bitcoin sings. That's, I swear to God, that was my fortune cookie from 2021. I about died when I opened that one at the buffet. Anyway, so yeah, from the exchange FTX, the Zcash community has also wondered why Binance put the coin in the same cohort as an extremely volatile token and project with no additional utility or development. Binance's trading pair marks up around 14.2% of all Zcash volumes, whatever. 83 million. The coin has also gained a Coinbase listing and retains some of its activity based on legacy status. ZEC has been through multiple bull runs and bear cycles and retains one of the most dedicated crypto communities. However, the token is seen as risky and as Binance has put it in the monitoring tag on since January 2024. Okay, so again, more terrorizing the marketplace with Binance. Nothing has changed. Kill it.
Are you stupid?
Kill it with fire. Oh man, when are we ever gonna get Binance out of our sites? All right. GameStop did it. Now Strive's Matt Cole wants Intuit back to back Bitcoin to Intuit. That is isn't that like a language platform? Intuit, or no? That's QuickBooks. Who the hell's Intuit? I forget. Intuit. Strive CEO Matt Cole criticized Intuit's MailChimp for censoring Bitcoin-related content and called for a policy reform. Let's see. Matt, CEO of Strive Asset Management, persuading video retailer GameStop to convert some of its cash revenue into Bitcoin, who wrote to financial software developer Intuit, INTU, to reverse that. He describes censorship policies and anti-Bitcoin bias and what could be jeopardizing long-term shareholder value. In an open letter dated April 14th, addressed to Intuit, CEO Susan Goodarzi and board chair Susan Nora Johnson Cole pointed to the recent incident in which Intuit's MailChimp email marketing platform disabled the account of Trojan Bitcoin Club, a student organization at the University of Southern California, for mentioning the cryptocurrency in emails to its members. What in the hell is going on here? We are concerned that the Intuit censorship policies and anti-Bitcoin bias threaten to destroy the shareholder value of the company has worked so hard for create. Cole wrote saying that he's writing on behalf of its clients to include Intuit shareholders. What happened here? Why would they even get into the semantics of their... TurboTax. I knew that sounded familiar. So Intuit's, of course, TurboTax's product. So letter called on Intuit to reinstate accounts banned for Bitcoin-related content, revised MailChimp's content policies to eliminate political considerations. It also urged Intuit to consider adding Bitcoin to its corporate treasury as a hedge against artificial intelligence and disruption. It's weird, too, because Intuit also... allows for, or maybe that's just TurboTax. TurboTax, I know, no, I mean, TurboTax Tax Act, I know all these tax platforms, of course, will do your crypto taxes for you. Intuit's flagship product is high risk of being automated away by AI. They all do. All their products do. I mean, I can pretty much guarantee that will happen. Of course, in the dystopian, I'm so tempted to do that segment. While we appreciate Intuit's investment in its AI internally, we believe an additional hedge is warranted and that a Bitcoin war chest is best option as available. The move follows Cole's February letter to GameStop in which he urged the company to convert its $5 billion cash revenue into Bitcoin. Since receiving its letter, GameStop confirmed that it will be adding Bitcoin to its balance sheet and has successfully completed $1.5 billion in convertible note offerings, positioning itself into one of the first major retailers to align the strategy with, of course, the Bitcoin strategy. Too many strategies. MicroStrategy, Bitcoin strategy. All right, the Bitcoin standard. Strive called it the Bitcoin standard. The move marked a significant early win to Strive's broader campaign to reshape corporate finance governance and what Cole describes as apolitical excellence. All right, so that is a whole bunch of words. I got pretty much. My name is Matt Cole, and I serve the chief executive of Strive Asset Management Fund, focused on maximizing long-term shareholder value with their assets. Okay, so they're just having kind of an internal battle between the two companies, of course, on their anti-Bitcoin balance with, their asset manager. What in the hell, man? Weird stuff. I think if you guys are, if anyone out there, not you guys, but if those guys, right, in the corporate world are still dissing Bitcoin at this point, in this stage in the game, think they're gonna be a little disappointed where their assets are headed for in terms of value. Anyway, let's get back to the chat real quick. Big Bodo Gains. We got Trodano. Eric Trump is in the right place at the right time. It's that's it. That's it. Yeah, he definitely is right now. He put himself there. I get a lot of yes. What's up, Otaku? How's it going? Jetpack in the house. How's it going? Catch you later, my guy. I will see you in a bit. Or actually, I'll see you tomorrow. I will see you tomorrow. This is a big deal? Question mark. Why give all the trading fees? Bitcoin always sings like a spring bird. Trodano, you're absolutely 100% right. And I think back to that that moment I opened that fortune cookie a lot too. It kind of changed my life when I opened that fortune cookie. I'm like, oh my god, I'm sitting at a Chinese restaurant opening a Bitcoin fortune cookie. Are you kidding me? And that was before, of course, all the big talking heads were talking about Bitcoin before on the news. Like, we weren't doing these constant. What is the BTC ticker doing today on Wall Street? That wasn't a thing back then. Think about how much data platforms can sell. Like a string bar, these tax platforms can sell. Yeah, think how much. Well, they're all going to be run by one giant algorithm eventually. Okay, so let's get back into this. Japanese firm Metaplanet, now the 10th largest corporate Bitcoin holder after 26 million 26,300,000 Bitcoin purchased. Too many big numbers. The Japanese hotel investment firm Metaplanet is now the 10th largest corporate Bitcoin holder in the world after its latest Bitcoin accumulation spree. Metaplanet chief executive Simon Jurovich notes the firm purchased an additional 319 Bitcoin worth 26.3 million, an average price of 82,549. You know what's scary now, guys? That I think about it a lot. Like, I know only, there's like 60 plus million millionaires out there, right? So there's over 60 million millionaires, so there's only, enough Bitcoin for one person each. You're not going to be able to even give every billionaire on the planet at least one opportunity to get one. But all these companies, and I see these small numbers, I'm like, they only purchased 300? One company? They only have 4,000? It just gets so funny when you think about the big picture, like where we're headed, guys. It's going to be stupid if you hold any significant amount of Bitcoin. So the top ranking crypto assets by market cap is trading at 84,675 at the time of writing, and it's currently 1.5% of the past 24 hours. Jurovich said he worries every day that the company doesn't own enough. Exactly. I worry every single day that everyone I know doesn't hold enough. Basically, get off zero! Get off zero!
Stupid!
Get off zero! The window to buy won't stay open forever. Soon there will be two kinds of people: those who own Bitcoin and those who regret not buying it. At Metaplanet, we're accumulating as much as we can so our shareholders can relax. The CEO said last month that he thinks more financial institutions will show interest in adopting Bitcoin. Metaplanet's stock is down 10% in the past month, but it's staggering. It's still up a staggering 1,229% in the past year. Of course, being the number one appreciating stock in Japan by just holding Bitcoin. The company aims to acquire 10,000 Bitcoin by the end of 2025, 21,000 by the end of 2026. Metaplanet also continues to operate a Tokyo hotel, which it plans to renovate and rebrand into the Bitcoin Hotel of Japan. They also, of course, want to be doing this to bring education, from off the street into their hotel, and of course, be a place for everyone to go and learn, invest, strategize. I don't know, but it's exciting, guys. We're getting all these crazy Bitcoin plays. In the future is looking more and more orange every single day. All right, guys, we have made it to the real news. Before I get into this, guys, have you subscribed down below? You like the content I am producing tonight? If so, please show me with a like or subscribe. I would appreciate that. And of course, have you had your orange pills today? Guys, every single day, I'm running out of orange pills. Just like we're running out of Bitcoin on exchanges. But yeah, you need to get your daily orange pill. Just take it. Just put it down the hatch. Take it. Just take it. I like vitamins, man. You just got to take one a day, and you'll be okay. All right, so let's get back in the chat real quick, see how everyone's feeling. Yamaha Pacifica says, in your opinion, what happens with JASMY if Binance delisted we're gonna see a big downswing for a moment. Not sure how long. We could definitely take a look at that. Maybe down to half a penny. That would be my guess. The next target in my mind. If I'm looking at the charts in my mind, which I usually have some crazy, memory of how many key levels we've looked at so many times on so many of these different coins. It's probably gonna look at something like a half a cent JASMY, in my opinion. If we do see a Binance listing, and that again, that's worst case scenario, right? Worst case scenarios, that's about 100% drop from here. More than that, down to half a penny. Where were we half a penny at? Right about there. Almost 70%. About 70% drop. That, of course, is the next key level. There isn't much lower than this. I mean, we could bounce back off of 1 penny again. But after that, probably free fall to half a penny and be stuck there for a while. I don't think we touch these lower levels like we did back in 2022, 3. Being the lowest, being at like a quarter of a penny. I don't think that would happen, but I'm also not expecting it, guys. I'm expecting this to go to the wayside like it did last time, and people have wised up to what these votings really mean for JASMY. It's not like the first time where it was a lot of voting for JASMY because they thought they were getting delisted from the innovation zone, right? So there's a little more clarity now that people have saw this for the second time. So I'm not getting all my feathers all ruffled up from this, okay? Anyway, so what else we got? Strawberry Dragons also says hopefully there will be some left for me to buy at the end of this month. As far as Strawberry Dragons, still waiting for another dip. You know what? It might come. Yeah, I would have a backup DCA strategy, or maybe DCA into something else if you're waiting for JASMY to have another pullback. Because it more than likely could happen if we see another pullback for Bitcoin as well. Stack Those Sats says milk money. That's right, Stack Those Sats. I can't wait to sell my house to stack some more sats. Truck Down says milk. Big number. Percent. At milk. I don't know what number that even is, man. Too many zeros. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 100 million? 100 million percent. God, yes. 100 million percent. When we need, of course, 100 million. When we get to $100 million Bitcoin, that'll be, every sat will be worth $1. Yeah, it'll be amazing. Catching up with what's going on with Otaku Crypto. Jared in the house tonight. How's it going, Jared? How's it going, my guy? JASMY will print bills in 5 months. Choctano! Hopefully before that, but yeah, that's about lining up with Crypto Summer, right? Pretty much. We're pushing Crypto Summer out towards. Okay, so guys, let's of course check out what I've got for you today on the Real News segment here on X. What do we got? Bitcoin Historia bringing you breaking. Germany's ruling party, the Christian Democratic Union, pledges to pass pro-Bitcoin and crypto policy. We are committed to a modern financial system and fundamentally open to crypto. Let's freaking go!
I'd buy that for $1.
Oh my God, yes! Germany is willing to play. Crypto T shares this over in Twitter. This is funny. Honey, please go wake up our son. All right. The system's rigged. Our money's worthless, and everything you are told by the media is a lie. I think I woke him up. I wish I could wake up my friends, man. Damn. $110 billion Van Eck just said that Bitcoin's going to 3 million.
Central banks and sovereign wealth funds will start to get more aggressive in adopting Bitcoin, not only as a store of value, but also as a medium of exchange. So this year, the Czech Republic, the governor of the central bank there, has initiated a study to analyze Bitcoin for inclusion in their central bank reserves. And then just this week, Russia did a trade with China, partially denominated in Bitcoin, beginning to really use Bitcoin for the first time as a medium of exchange. And that's not for individuals buying coffee, that's for large-scale transactions where countries are using Bitcoin as an intermediary currency to do, say, an oil trade. And in that scenario where Bitcoin denominated trade could be, say, 5% of global trade, we get to a $3 million price per Bitcoin. That's a long-term prediction, like 2050, but that's going to be necessary, we think, to elevate Bitcoin into the millions per coin.
Damn! Van Eck, of course, giving a conservative price target of $3 million for Bitcoin by 2030. 2040? 2030, 40, 40? Of course, everyone's lining up with everyone else's target, around $1 million per Bitcoin by 2030, no matter what. Just in, President Trump says there's a chance that money from tariffs could be so great it would replace people's income tax. What did I just say earlier? What did Trump say? Oh, we could make so much money we could replace... we could pay for Bitcoin. There's two weird narratives going on now with the Trump family, or Trump's administration.
El income tax?
You know, you're the only one that's asked me that. Oh, I deal with all these big financial geniuses. Nobody ever. There is a chance that the money from tariffs could be so great that it would replace. You know, in the old days, about 1870 to 1913, the tariffs were the only form of money. And that's when our nation was relatively the richest. We were the richest.
El income tax?
You know, you're the only one that's asked me.
Yeah. So we'll find out what we're actually doing. I feel like everyone's clueless right now. Everyone's running around with their head cut off, not telling the same stories. This was beautiful, guys. Oh my God. I would put that in my house. I'd put that right on top of the archway into the home, right next to the water fountain of banana pudding. Oh wow, it's just gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. JASM. Now I want to talk about JASM. This one just kind of blew me away. JASM is more than just a factory; it's a physical foundation embodied by JASMY's mission. That's right, we're talking about our boy JASMY. Where of course they're going to be. So yeah, it's a plant that is in the nerve center of the advanced semiconductor production, which will power Japan's entire IoT Society 5.0. Vehicles, smart factories, urban sensors, medical devices, and more. As JASMY likes to say, we will implement our technology across all sectors of industry. Oh, but first we gotta not get delisted from Binance because we're not doing anything with this project, guys. We have no partnerships. We've got no backing, no large investors, no money maker funds. It's ridiculous, unprecedented for sure. JASMY, Junction. I mean, God. Ugh! So much hypocrisy over at Binance. I want to throw a brick. I want to throw. Where are the pallets of bricks when you need them to just show up in Binance HQ? Anyway, so yeah, JASM. I had to show this one today. This blew me away, guys. It's crazy what's going on right now. It's a penny share. Oh God. Yep, it's a scam. It's a scam. All right. History tells U.S. Bitcoin returns will skyrocket past gold in the coming months. Pompliano tweeted this on his, of course, Twitter account. He was on Squawk Box.
Now sitting about, what, $85,000, $86,000 after touching, what was the most recent low? We want to say about $76,000?
Correct.
Where are we going here? And how are you thinking about Bitcoin relative to gold in this particular moment?
Yeah, I think that's what everyone's really talking about right now. Bitcoin is down about 10% to start the year. Gold's up 20%. But if you look out over 1 year, they're both up about 35%. So it's pretty interesting that there's been this divergence. But if you go back and you take a look, you can actually see that gold usually leads these rallies. Okay. And nobody really knows why that happens. My kind of guess would be that a lot of the central banks and institutional investors, they're either not approved to buy Bitcoin or they're not used to running to Bitcoin in these moments of kind of geopolitical uncertainty. What we do see, though, is when gold runs about 100 days later or so, Bitcoin not only catches up, it usually runs much harder. And so you get that kind of higher volatility.
How much are you seeing people either buying or selling Bitcoin direct, meaning actual Bitcoin, versus playing the ETF market and the ETF market effectively buying the Bitcoin or selling the Bitcoin on their behalf?
Yeah, I think you get both now, right? It used to be obviously all retail and all direct in spot market, but I do see a lot of people using these ETFs. And I think what a lot of people kind of missed over maybe the last couple of months is there was a sovereign wealth fund that came out and said, hey, we actually got Bitcoin exposure through the ETF. And the reason why I thought that was interesting is there's a lot of conversation about Bitcoin and the geopolitical kind of debate, if you will. And one of the things is if you are buying Bitcoin and you're actually taking control of that Bitcoin in a self-custody way, you may be doing it for things other than price. You may be worried about the U.S. Treasury market or maybe sanctions or something like that. But if you're buying Bitcoin via the ETFs, you're simply just getting price exposure. You're not actually doing it from a geopolitical strategy standpoint. And so I think there's a lot of countries around the world that are saying to themselves, well, if the United States has a strategic Bitcoin reserve, they're openly talking about the fact that they're going to go buy more. we should have a Bitcoin strategy. Doesn't mean that we have to buy. We could just sit it out. But we need to have a decision here. And buying the ETF allows me to get price exposure, but not actually take on the geopolitical risk of having to.
I think they're going to actually be.
Yeah, so exactly what we shared earlier. Breaking, Germany basically passing pro-Bitcoin and crypto laws in their country. Yeah, it's all coming into fruition for sure. Just in Oklahoma, Bitcoin Reserve Bill has died in the Senate. They voted 6-5, so close, but no cigar in Oklahoma. So another one back on the charts, ready to probably get reappealed. A few more, maybe a couple more months. Yeah, going back to the chat though, let's catch back up in the chat real quick. JASMY will print bills in 5 months. Yeah. So going back to that comment, right? Milk do it. I wish I did it years ago. Do it, man. Milk saying he's going to do a solo miner right now. Dude, those lottery miners, man, have been paying out. I think there was 2 in the past 24 months that actually, paid out an entire block. It's crazy. Like 3 Bitcoin. It's nuts. That, of course, is going to be halved to 1.5 in 2028. So they lock you they look at you like you're nuts. They'll eventually wake up. Hopefully, they're not too late when they do. That's for sure, man. I really hope so. Unfortunately, they're going to be late. It's just what it is. I've come to accept it. I don't even try to adopt anyone anymore. It is what it is. You guys are my family now. That's it. All right. So that's fire. Took down. Yeah, it was nuts, wasn't it? With the JASMY stuff. Crypto Otaku. How's it going, Isaac? How's it going? Of course, Truck Down. We're reminding you to be purchasing a Bitcoin today, tomorrow, next week, next year. Just keep stacking sats, guys. Now, Senator Lummis tells CoinDesk market cap will grow to 200 trillion, $9.5 million Bitcoin. I don't want to save in dollars. I got it. Damn it, I love her.
$200 trillion Bitcoin network. You mentioned him as one of the people you speak to about what's going on in this industry. You listen to what he has to say. Do you think that Bitcoin can be a $200 trillion network?
I do. When you look at the fact that it is fully decentralized, that it is immutable, that it is scarce, that as more of it is mined, the volatility is going to decline. Its use cases will expand. All of these events surrounding it as it matures as an asset are going to make it more useful. It is faster. It is cheaper. The Lightning Network that now can lay on top of it makes it more useful as a means of exchange. Its continued growth as a store of value is going to be, I think, its strongest future use. When you look at the US dollar, that because of inflation is
Oh no!
Declining in value every year much more quickly than we'd like to see. Its use case as a store of value is not good. Its use case as a means of exchange is very strong, always will be. But if I was going to save, I'd want to save in Bitcoin, not in US dollars. So I think we're seeing more and more people realize that because it's immutable, because it's easy to store and retain either in an individual wallet or through a custodian, it's easy to buy now because of the exchange traded funds that have been created by very blue chip companies that people are used to using for all kinds of investments. It's become more available and user friendly for people who are more used to traditional assets.
I'm so excited that she came out and flat out said I don't want to save in dollars. For a U.S. senator to flat out say this, guys, a sitting U.S. senator, not a candidate, to come out and say this, who's on the board, right, of crypto assets right now, is crazy. Lummis is my hero. She's my hero, of course, trying to push that Bitcoin strategic reserve every single day. Let's freaking go. Let's freaking go. All right. White House also, the ball's in China's court. Yeah, this is where we are with China right now in the deal.
He just shared with me in the Oval Office. The ball is in China's court. China needs to make a deal with us. We don't have to make a deal with them. There's no difference between China and any other country except they are much larger. And China wants what we have, what every country wants, what we have, the American consumer. Or to put it another way, they need our money. So the president, again, has made it quite clear that he's open to a deal with China, but China needs to make a deal with the United States.
But we just said Cynthia Lummis says she doesn't want our money and she's in America. Why would they want our money in China? That was a good segue. I mean, it is what it is, guys. This is the reality we live in, man. Nation states are rolling out Bitcoin strategies. Why are you still holding shitcoins? Ain't on. Why are you still holding shitcoins? I don't know. They're just fun, and they look cool. They got cool pictures on them. You know, they're just cool. They're cool shitcoins, man. I like them. No, not really. I'm not a big fan. But of course, for the next segment, I got a shitcoin. Oh Jesus. SpaceX will have a base on Mars one day, according to Elon Musk tweeting this one out. Yeah, I guess that's all that is. There is a strategy to beat the Magnificent Seven. Of course, Magostel is showing you all of the profits or all of the appreciation of the top 7 coins in our market right now. Microsoft right now, man, they would have been in the green if they would have just adopted Bitcoin strategy at the beginning of the year. That would have been really good for them for the first quarter. Maybe not. I don't know. I mean, obviously, Bitcoin didn't do that well in the first quarter this year. All right. So, of course, MicroStrategy is sitting 133% against Tesla's 57%, appreciating over the last year. Bitcoin, of course, itself appreciated 33%, and Nvidia at 30%. So, yeah, you just got to be in it to win it. Just in, President Trump considers banning Congress from trading stocks. This, of course, caught my eye. The last time we saw a sitting president mention something like this was Biden. It was the only thing that Biden said that I got really, really excited about. Of course, went nowhere because he probably forgot about it as soon as he mentioned it. But, yeah, President Trump, is talking about considering Congress from trading stocks. I think this is a good move, in my opinion. Insider trading should not be a thing. If it is a thing, and they are allowed to, at least by then, have securities on the blockchain, and so that we can see everyone, and it's all transparent. That's just my two sats on it. Bitcoin mining for kids, raising the next generation of hash rate heroes, guys. It's ridiculous. Marketplace. What? Technic kit, guys. This is totally fake, obviously. But I thought it was really cool mock-up, and kind of inspires me to build one. Does not look that hard to put together something like that with Lego for sure. Of course, a ASIC Bitcoin miner. That's pretty cool. Of course, we are caught up now in the real news segment. And yeah, let me know in the chat how you guys felt about today's real news. Again, kind of weird out there right now. We're in a stalemate currently with all assets and the tariffs. The tariff war. All right, getting back into checking out the normies. Checking out the normies, guys. Dad Sky says I should move to Wyoming. She's out there. Move out there. Oh my God. Danny, she froze. You're okay? Yes. Checking back up the chat. $10. You got it. Do it, Bitcoin. Jeez. Buy sats every time you can. Of course, Truck Dono. Telling it like it is. Dortmund, Barcelona. Of course, the normies searching for the 3 things they love the most today. That is, of course, celebrities, video games, and sports. Sports. William Levi, Dortmund, Barcelona. Is that 4chan? Unfortunately, people are searching that again. 4chan hacked, 4chan down, 4chan leak. People still use 4chan. Wilmer Hutchins High School shooting. Whoa. Yowzers. Aston Villa versus PSG. I'm assuming that all this stuff is sports. Oblivion remaster. Wow, the Elder Scrolls Oblivion getting a remaster. I remember that game came out in 2005, 2006, something like that. Hawks versus Magic. Jackie Robinson Day. Guadalajara. Puebla. RuneScape. Dragon Wilds. RuneScape really is still a thing too. That came out when I was in elementary school. Oh my God. It came out on good old Windows 98. Pachuca Tigres, sports. More normies love their sports. Boeing stock. Bell's palsy. Biden speech today. Biden spoke? Jalen Ramsey. You know what? They should do a collaboration. Biden and Trump should come together and say, no more insider trading. No more. And no more shrinkflation. Remember shrinkflation? No one remembers shrinkflation. Let's see. James, Mariners, Reds, and sports. Normies love their sports. Okay. So, yeah, it looks like I kind of want to give them... I want to give the normies maybe a F- today. They looked up Boeing stock. I don't know. Yeah, they get enough. Either way, they get enough. Bitcoin, of course, on Google Trends right now on the lowest levels we've seen for a while. Let's look at the 90-day. Yeah, pretty much at the bottom, sitting at 35 on the 90-day. There's only a few recent days that we've had in the last 90 days, last 3 months. This entire year has been pretty much lackluster for Bitcoin searches on Google. So the normies still are not in quite yet. Alrighty. All right. So, what does that take us into full circle? Back to Bitcoin's chart, checking out the price action right now. Bitcoin, of course, looking like it won't. Oh wow! It looks like it wants to roll on over. Looks like it wants to roll right on over into the fire sale. That's right, the fire sale. I didn't actually give you guys a fire sale target, but of course, the fire sale is represented by this orange line right here. The fire sale. Which right now would be right around, what, 75K? About 75, so yeah. So before, of course, when everyone was flooding the market back here, the fire sale was right around like 70K, 74K. Of course, the longer we go, the higher the fire sale target is going to be, which is going to be pretty easy to go sideways and then hit the fire sale target into the bottom and then just bounce right up to the banana zone. So yeah, who knows? We could just go like this and then, oh no, boom. Yeah, we're going to get so tight in this range at this fire sale target, in my opinion. So yeah. Long term, that's probably where we're headed. But, of course, we got to do our chaos magic to find out. How's it going in the chat? Windows 98, I can picture the disk wrap. I think I still have an unwrapped, like, XP or something like that, too, still. A sealed XP. That's silly. All right. So, yeah, we're going to do, of course, our market live predictions tonight. Of course, doing some chaos magic for the channel. Of course, gets the chaos back into the market and back into our bags. At least some gains, anyway. We'll see what happens tonight. And yeah, this is what I drew at the beginning of our stream. I just felt like the market, of course, was going to at least buy some of this back in and at least buy it back up to about 84K and see it kind of chop aside there. I still feel like that's still in play. I mean, it obviously hasn't been invalidated. The idea is still on the board. I think that's a pretty baseline target as Japan's seen a pretty big sell-off today. And the market's just getting into that right now on their Thursday. They're Thursday, right? They're starting Wednesday, yeah. They're starting Wednesday right now. We will be into Wednesday in about 12 hours. So, yeah. So that, of course, is a quite a big move. Quite a big move for them. Down 2% today. Oh my God. Maybe they want to buy up a little more than 2%. Yeah. So who knows? Who knows? But yeah, we'll take a look at the, of course, the live heat map brought to you for free. Brought to you for free by. Do I not have one up? Yeah, there is one right there. Boom. Let's get back on the live on that. Kim by the White Star Line. Look at that breakout right now about to happen. Just like I said. It's got a little bit more legs, but looks like they do want to defend that 84K now at resistance. They want to make that resistance now, it looks like. So it's still a little early, but they are putting that up there, about 85K being another top zone to watch out for, making 84K a little bit harder to get through at the present moment. Alrighty, so yeah, we are fighting around here about 83.5. Okay, so let's just do this then. I'm gonna say this is gonna be our bullish breakout for them today. Let's get the rituals sticks into position, and of course light the Bitcoin candle for the market live. I think that's about right. 9:50. I'm 15 minutes off. There we go. 9 o'clock. All right. So right now it is 9:25 p.m. Wow. Damn, we blew through tonight. Holy crap. Doesn't feel like 9:30. All right. So guys, if you're familiar with my stream, of course we're doing a little bit of chaos magic to get the markets going in the right direction. For the if I can I didn't get a new candle. I said I was gonna buy a new candle because my wick is too damn low. And this is where we're going to lose it, guys. If I can't light this candle, the market is going to crash. That's just how it is. It's going to crash. Nope. I don't think I can light this candle tonight. That's it, guys. I guess it's over. It's over, guys. Back up the emergency! I can't light the candle. That's it. That's all we got. That is all we got, guys. No predictions tonight. Yeah. I guess I'll have to do one without the. You know what? No. I take it back. I have the best idea ever. I'm gonna do a sacrifice and light the candle with one stroke to the lighter. There we go. Boom. I'm gonna light that candle with the. Yep, there it is. We got. The Bitcoin candle has been lit with the sacrifice. The dollar is donezo in that. Yep, it is. And hopefully that will ignite that candle. Nope, it is going to not light that. Damn it. We tried. Well, we at least sacrificed the the dollar, the hundo, the Benny. But anyway, of course, brought to you by also the idol, the Bitcoin moonstone. And yeah, lit, of course, with the Bitcoin pizza lighter. This one's gonna be a little off kilter today. On the Crypto Chaos altar, Crocpeos, and we have started our ritual. Hopefully, the Chaos Gods will honor it. I feel that's pretty chaotic for it, right? Otaku MacGyver it. That's right, Otaku MacGyver it. Okay, so we technically lit 2 bennies on fire tonight. That's right. I burned one for Lummis, saying that she doesn't want to save any dollars. Freaking let's go! I love it. I love it. All right, so right now, of course, we're looking at the same sort of structure. I'm talking about our breakout here to retest 84. Probably going to be sitting there. Our baseline target maybe is going to be something like that. Of course, I called that at the beginning of our live stream. And then bouncing off here, and then it's going to bounce off here, probably bounce down and reclaim here, and try to go back up, double top, and go sideways, something like that. So we're probably going to get right around 84K by the market open. And you know what? Wall Street might actually buy that up tomorrow morning. They might buy that up. So look up to something like that in the morning. But I'm going to hold my breath because America sucks, and we're probably going to sell it down. That's just what we usually do. So I'm just going to leave that open-ended there, but I think it's pretty much our baseline target for the evening. Our bullish for tonight is going to be something like an early breakout, reclaim of 84K, stay above it, and then maybe a retest to 85 and then a rollover in the morning. That would be my bullish idea there. Of course, we're running little on the Crypto Chaos Magic because the power has been negated by the candle. So my excuse is going to be tomorrow. But look at this. I still can't believe how on it again we were last night. I'm tired of winning, guys. I'm so freaking tired of winning. Damn it!
You win so much, you may even get tired of winning.
I'm so tired of winning. Anyway, so yeah, that's what's probably going to happen tonight. We'll see. My guess is we're probably going to do baseline or bullish again. I don't think it's going to be bearish, or maybe baseline bearish. I don't know. The market is definitely feeling baseline or bearish. We're going to stalemate right now. So yeah, I would say at least getting up to that point would be bullish enough. If we can, of course, we're going to be bouncing around here, trying to reclaim, and then of course losing that, touching this down here, and then hopefully going sideways, maybe a little lower tomorrow for our bear target. And then our Super Bull and Super Bear. Super Bull is going to pretty much be up here again, reclaiming 85K. I would love to see that play out again like it did last night, but you just never know. That's right. Anyone says who knows where it's going. Even with the Crypto Chaos magic, we only have so much power. So much power. That's not bullish, super bullish enough. We gotta go super bullish, man. Super bullish. Yeah, and then roll over there. Okay, so something like that, back to reclaim at least 85K. Touching 86K, but not quite getting through. Would be a super bull if I haven't seen one. I mean, it played out last night. Maybe we'll see enough buying pressure in the foreign markets later on. We'll see. But anyway, super bear target takes us, of course, down to the fire sale. We're just gonna move that on over. Yeah, we're just gonna move that on over. Why not? Yeah, we'll save. We'll save. Yeah, it pretty much lines up almost perfectly with it anyway. So yeah, immediately would break down right now. Touch the fire sale, bounce right back up by the end of tomorrow. Actually, no, that'd be tomorrow. No, by tomorrow morning, 3 a.m. Really? Wow. Playing back up, that'd be a crazy. Nah, I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna call BS on that. Let's want to put that down here, more realistic here. If we're a super bear target, selling down, market open. It'd still be market open. Yeah, something like this. That's a little lower than I want, but you know what? It'll work. It'll work. Super bears get what you know. They gotta get some representation, right? I don't want to put the bears out. They're good bears, just not right now. Get out of here. Freaking go. All right, guys. So that's what I'm thinking tonight for Bitcoin. Of course, you know, I'm feeling more baseline bearish tonight. Last night, of course, we were baseline bullish, and we were well up to our super bull target, which is crazy. Hopefully, I'm wrong again in the regards that I feel more of a baseline bearish or bullish sentiment, and we are a bearish sentiment, and we end up being bullish or super bullish. I would love to be wrong, and we just continue getting higher, you know, higher highs and higher lows. But we are touching, of course, the previous target. Oh my God! So we don't even have a higher low anymore. We lost that back in Sunday. So it is getting kind of bearish out there right now. And I feel like when Trump's admin came out and said that, you know, that China's it's the ball's in their court now. That pretty much would tank the market today, right around close at 3 p.m. So that was pretty much right here when that came out. Might even further. All right, so that's what I'm feeling tonight, guys. Let's catch back up in the chat. You rock, man. Thank you, Trodano. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, my God. Hoping we stay above 80K, says Heidegger. Strong wall at 86K, I think. I think so, too, man. I think so, too. I think they're building that wall up strong right now. Truck Down says true, true, true. Thank you, man. All right, guys. Well, I will catch you guys tomorrow morning. That's right. Market opens live 9:30. I will be there every single day. That's the plan. And hopefully by the end of the week, you might start seeing some of this stuff moving out. It's going to be sad. Sad time. Sad times. I'm really going to put it off to the last minute, though. We'll see. We'll see. Anyway, guys, I will catch you later. The Crypto Otaku signing out. Later! Wrong button! Wrong button! Later!
Insufficient. We can make the dollar the most attractive currency by continuing to have the rule of law.
You can always print money to do that.
I suppose it would diminish our status as the reserve currency.
Just shut up. There's no expectation of privacy above the in the sky. So Bitcoin is the solution because you can buy Bitcoin right.
Strawberry, Truck Dono, and Milk Money. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Man, Truck Dono, yeah, you're going to make me cry, man. I'm going to share a tear. I'm going to miss it. I'm going to have to build this somewhere else. I don't know what I'm going to do, guys. I might even be traveling with a laptop. I don't even know. I might be homeless. But there's one thing I do know, and that is, of course...
People that use fiat currency as a store of value, there's a name for them. We call them poor.
I don't want to be poor. All right, guys. I'll catch you later. Peace.
Bet.